Hello, and welcome to the Pepperbird Magazine. Did you know that the Pepperbird Magazine has been in existence for over 25 years, and we're still going strong? I invite you to take an ad on our internet magazine, which is very, very useful during COVID days. So please, give us a call. We'll come and have a quick chat with you and video you and your business. Look at the number below.
This is your own boy, DJ Weah. I'm back with reality. Don't we are suffering off. You need to step down. Come on, we are step down. You're suffering too much. You need to step down. Step down. You can't get here. You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down. Nowhere to go. You need to step down. Come on, we are step down. No money in the bank. You need to step down. Don't forget to step down. Comforting people. You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down. To get full of war. You need to step down. Come on, we are step down. Liberian people suffering. You need to step down. Don't forget to step down. Everything la propo. You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down. We now get hospital. You need to step down. Come on, we are step down. We now get boost school. You need to step down. Don't forget to step down. No element for children. You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down. No cool company. You need to step down. Come on, we are step down. You working, you get to pay. You need to step down. Don't forget to step down. Every day you get step in. You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down. No justice for the poor. You need to step down. Come on, we are step down. Every day, come and repeat. You need to step down. Don't forget to step down. Because they get power. You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down. You're suffering poor people. You need to step down. Come on, we are step down. Retire, report for you need to step down. Don't forget to step down. You say you former player. You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down. No football and killing me. You need to step down. Come on, we are step down. People dying every day. You need to step down. Don't forget to step down. JFK to back. You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down. Education very poor. You need to step down. Come on, we are step down. You don't have a feeling. You need to step down. Don't forget to step down. Go good health care. You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down. You know I say the truth. You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down. Come to get here. Come to get here. Everybody go you crazy. We tire of Weah. We tire of fucking pro. Back to me suffering. Them rider suffering. Can rider suffering. Yana go suffering. What to get here. Every day. No more Galpohkpa. No more fucking pro. You need to step down. Come on, we are step down. Don't we are suffering off. You need to step down. Don't forget to step down. You're suffering too much. You need to step down. Go back to bed, step down. You want to get here. You need to step down. money in the bank. You need to step down. Oh my goodness, step down. Comforting people. You need to step down. Somebody we are step down. Be careful at war. You need to step down. Don't forget to step down. Everybody, hey, hey, back, suffering us, back.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women. Welcome to Tony Commander Galpohkpa Chesson Talk Show. Today is the 6th day of April 2021. And from the chirping of the birds outside my window, I know this is going to be a beautiful sunny day. So enjoy it. Rise and begin your new lives. I hope you all have taken your vaccines. I've taken my second. I have my card, my passport. I can mingle, tingle, and wringle. So get your vaccines and stand up with the people. I was watching CNN last night, and my boys, Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo, came up together. They had similar haircuts, I could tell from the sides and all of that. But something was wrong with Chris' haircut, man. I just want to know, Chris, your wife still cutting your hair, man? You got to go back to the barbers, but that hair was so high on the top, and Chris's expressions and things like that. I thought that was Jack Nicholson from the, what's the show name? The Shining. Every time he changed it, I was sleeping when I woke up, I saw him talking. I said, what kind of haircut that my man Chris got on his head? Then Don never came out, I could see the hair, but Chris on the top was a little high. So that brought out his facial expression a little different when I woke up. So I thought I was Jack Nicholson from the Shining. I was like, is that Chris? But anyway, Chris, just saying, man, go to the professionals. Okay? And another thing, last night, I was on 9, after I fixed my thing about the Pan-African, my postcard about Pan-Africanism and how we need no foreign armies or militaries on Liberian soil. After I posted it, my boy in Rhode Island got into a conversation with me. He wanted to know, why am I so diversive? Why do I bring about division among Liberian people? You see, this only happens when you claim you are a Congo man or a miracle Liberian. Then everybody say, oh, you divisive. You bring up division among, what kind of division? So I cannot claim that I'm a Congo man. Or that's why I told him strictly. I said, man, you talking like this. Do you know that all my life I've been called a Congo man and a miracle Liberian? Every time I go to say something about Liberian people or Liberian politics, movement, your partner did this. Liberian people have never said, Rodney Chesson, you did this or you did that. No, I've always been accused for the actions of my people. All my life in Liberia. Oh, your pa did this. Look at all the people that come on my show right now. They have nothing to say that Rodney Chesson did. They have no allegations against me for anything I have done. But all of them come with a native hatred against my pa, against my people. All my life, from the time I knew myself in Liberia, I've been haunted with that native and concrete BS. Now I'm accepting who I am. I am a Congo man. I am an American Liberian. I have been trying to unite with my people for years, and all I ever hear coming out of you native people's mouths is, oh, your pa did it, your people did it. But none of you idiots can ever say Rodney Chesson did anything to you. Nothing. So you have me all my life suffering for the ills of my fathers. And you people fathers have done more wickedness to me than anybody in the Liberian history. Then you don't talk about your own wickedness, your own devilish uselessness, your own corruption and massive stealing and just killing of your own people. You telling me my pa did it? When my pa ever killed native people indiscriminately? When did my pa ever kill native people for witchcraft? And then when I call you dummies, you see how my wife said to understand. She said, oh, but you like to call people dummies. I said, because the people have done this to me all my life. Everything I go to talk in my society, they point to my father, to my mother, to my people. I'm tired with y'all. That's why I told my boy, I said, look, you don't see me coming around you in Rhode Island. I said, I don't come around y'all. I want nothing to do with y'all. You people are wicked. You people are liars. You people are deceitful people. All your lives, you blaming me for my father's crimes or his actions or whatever y'all want to call it. Then you call that justice? So just from your actions, I know you are wicked to my Congo people. You're forcing us to be indigenous people against our will. We are not indigenous people. I can't speak no tribe. You never encouraged me to learn. You're trying to force me to tell me my people are not part of you. So I'm not part of you because I can't speak no damn native English language. So why am I forcing myself to be a part of you? Why do I have to come on the world stage and pretend that everything is all hunky-dory with me and my native people? It is not. You go to the Congo people who want to be native. You go to those Congo people who want to deny who they are. I can't deny who I am. You native people hate me all my life. That's why I told him. Then he said, oh, no, Rodney, we don't hate you. I said, but you don't hate me? All my life, everything I say, you say that your pa. Even right here, right now, everybody who watch my show, look at all the comments they make. Oh, your pa did it. Your people did it. None of them have ever said, Rodney Chesson, you did this. You did that. None. I've been suffering for my people from the day I was born in Liberia to this very day. And the native people want me to change and take their native names and their native societies by force. This is not the Rodney Chesson you all know. Because all the Liberian people who know me know I'm not a backstabber, nor a bullshitter, nor a liar or a scammer. I tell you just what I got to tell you. I tell you it. I'm honest. I'm sincere. With the truth on my side, Jesus Christ is with me. He is with me. Because he has told me I'm under his wings and under his protection. and his truth shall be my only shield and buckler. I will not be afraid of the arrow, the terror at night, the arrow at day, the pestilence walking in darkness, nor the destruction at noonday. I can't be, because I rest on truth. Whether you like it or not, you want to hit me or not, that's your business. I don't give a damn. But I rest on the truth. I rest on the truth of Jesus Christ. Because you can blame me for other people's crimes all my life. Then you want to say, I'm going to be part of you. Why? Do I look stupid at the other Congo and Morocco Liberian people? I won't fight you. That's our country. I kept saying Negro. He said no Liberia for Congo and Liberian people. I said, what are you talking about? We're not Negroes. We're not Negroes. You see how this thing take us backwards? And many of the indigenous people refuse to go to school, to go to learn Western education. Why? Because they preferred their tribal indigenous education. Look at today. Even in this day, the people sending their children to the bush. But at least now, they're doing it when the children 3 years old or 4 years old. So when they come out of the bush in 2-3 years, they'll be ready for school. I have nothing against that. But my children cannot interfere with their Western education. So all that tribal society thing you're doing when the children 3 to 6, because you're going to take it in the bush when they're young. So you start training our children when they're very young. Because at 6 years old, they go into Western schools and they're not coming out of Western schools. If they come out of Western school, they're not benefiting from anything in Liberia. Why? Why we can't mix our cultures like other people do in other worlds? Why I gotta give up my Americanism to take up a Congo tribal language and people who don't even care about themselves? Listen to Prophet Key. Prophet Key is one of the biggest tribalists among us. He talking about the Mandingo people. Oh, you Mali people now with us. You're with the Mandi. And that's tribalism. That's tribalism. We're fighting to unite our country. And he telling people the Mandingo and this. We don't want to hear that kind of stupid foolishness in our country. We know those people Mandingos. We know we got Bandis. We know we got Gisis. We know we got Pele. We know we got Va. We know we got Gisi. We know we got all those tribes. So why you got to come and make it a big issue on your damn show every day? And that's what I'm against. That is actual tribalism. We want to bring our tribes together. I ain't got time for Mandingo and Gisi and Bandit. If they can't speak English, they're not used to me. They're not used to me. If they can't read and write, they're not damn used to me until we come to the tribal side. My job is to elevate their lives, not to keep them in those low statuses that give them no progress and advancement. And you know our world is the Western world. Everything in Africa, Western. We talk Western, we eat Western, we act Western, we love Western. So stop hiding behind the African BS. When you know you're not Africans. Instead of saying we are no more tribalists, we are all Americans, you're saying, oh, we busy money. And all the other Africans, look at the British, look at the South African, look at the East African, look at the Central African. They're all colonists. They are colonized. They are all foreigners. We the only country owned by Liberians. There are people talking about different foolishness, but we'll address all of that. But this is just a prelude to my lesson. You know, you can't hate me all my life for who I am. Blame me for my fathers and mothers. issues, then you expect me to come and say I won't be part of your, what the hell, am I stupid like other dummies that won't be part of your? I don't want to be part of your. You can't force me to be part of you. That's a choice I gotta make. You can't come here and blame me for every shit in my country. Then you tell me we must amalgamate and come together in peace. What kind of peace is that? You think I will let you people put me down? You could put the other people down. My people have built Liberia for over nearly 200 years. Then you want me to forget my people and come to a group of people who can even lead our country for 40 years? Look at all the stealing. Look at all the massive killing. Look at all the lying. Look at all the... Now they talk about sanctions coming from the United States. Let me get into my lesson. I'll be wasting my time too much. So I got to make everything short and sweet now. My first topic, sanctions against George Weah's government. That's a question. 2, Liberia, the epicenter of Pan-Africanism. No foreign militaries on Liberia's soil. 3, Liberians don't know Liberia's Pan-Africa's significance. How can you people lead Liberia? You people are foreigners. I listen to all of you, you're foreigners. How you will lead a Pan-African nation? You want to take our country and give it to enslavers. Now they talk about sanctioning George Weah. Let me get into my first lesson. George Weah should have been sanctioned a long time ago. He should have been sanctioned a long time ago. But this is all a plan to destroy African Americans in Liberia. Because when they destroy African Americans' control of Liberia, Liberia will fall like a flat and seasoned bread. You will just fall. Blah. And it happening now. That's why they destroyed Toba. Because we're leading Africa in a different direction. In a new direction. Away from racism. Away from colonization. Away from neo-enslavement. So they kill Toba. They kill our 13 fathers to make sure that they destroy the intellects of Liberia. So our country can be given to the ignoramuses and the mulatto children of the Lebanese and the Indians and the Chinese and all these other people. Those are the people leading our country now. Because those are the educated people in our country now. Look at Elliot Cummings, Bernard Ure, Joseph Boca, all those useless people. They've been there forever. They can't bring no new things to our country. Look at George Weah, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the mulatto queen with her useless group of natives. The same thing that's been happening from time immemorial. From time immemorial. From time immemorial. We are being led by deceitful people. By mulatto people wanting to take over our country, to make it theirs, to rule it like they want to rule it, to turn it into Ghana or Nigeria or South Africa, where they got president, but then they have no independence. What kind of independent Nigeria guy, Ghana guy? They calling themselves the people president. Then they member of a commonwealth that is basically by enslavers and white people. Now you tell me, a dummy African man calling himself president then is a servant to a white queen or a white king. That's asinine. How can I look at Nigeria and Ghanaians and all these other Africans from other who are colonized by other nations and calling themselves free and with president and all that kind of thing, and they belonging to union? Can they sit with and talk with Commander Chesson like real men? They can't. They can't. Before they slap, before me, I gotta get them, gotta slap the wicks off their heads. You in hot Africa, you wearing a old woman wig in Africa, talking about you lawyer, a barrister. You must be freaking crazy. And these are the useless people leading Africa that I gotta resolve myself to step away from. Because although my Liberian natives don't wear wigs, they're wearing dresses. They're sleeping with Ellen Johnson's children. They want to make gay rights law in my country. So you know who they are now. What they call female dogs. I don't know that, but I want. So, I mean, that's where we are today. That's where we are today. We have no men in Liberia. And George Weah, all these people, they are stooges of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. These people, look at all the money missing in our country. Let me go into that right now. We're talking about sanctions. Look at Liberian people. Look at what happened. The newspaper report today, I was thinking about putting it up at my background, but I said, no, to hell with those useless people. The Liberian leaders today, Commander Chesson, one of the oldest criminal liars, killers, and useless men in Liberian society, a recycled criminal, a recycled killer, a recycled rogue, a recycled deceiver of the Liberian people from the Tubman regime. He's still leading Liberian people today. And all of them voted for the passing or the printing of new money of $48 billion. All of them signed it. And they're complaining now. Yombi Konga, Darius Dilla, and a few other people, they're deceitful too, but they're saying they were deceived by the government. You know, the government cheating the rules on them. So Commander Weah came on and spoke today. And guess what he spoke? On Women TV. I tell you, our men, women, he went and had an interview on Women TV. Okay, so we got this other Liberian man. Costa told you, his wife is the woman, is the man in the house. Commander Weah is a little Ellen Johnson something, you know, but his wife is the real woman. So to prove what Costa said, this man went to Woman TV to go give interview. So he gave the interview, and the people saying, my man, all your people pissed off with you, all your colleagues in the CPP pissed off with you, dialing out, and so you sold that. He said, no, I didn't set my people up. My people just confused. They're not taking it straight. Commander Weah said they got the resolution, the draft resolution from the lower house. When they got it in the Senate, there were differences, mass differences. He didn't say what those differences were, but he just said there were differences, giving you the impression that that whole thing was totally wrong and bad. He said, so they made many changes to it. How many changes? We don't know. He said many. So was it 10? Was it 20? Was it 30? He said they made many changes. Then he said the thing was so messed up, they set up an ad hoc committee, a special committee to look into it, to find out, to put all the issues together, to put all the concerns of the people together. So the committee, when they met, the committee had debates, they interjected things, they included things in the report, what they included in the report. And the ad hoc committee to look into issues raised across party lines. So all the parties in the Senate, they had this big confusion about the draft from the House. It was so confusing to them. They had to change it so many times, and they themselves couldn't understand it. So they said, no, we can't debate on it no more in this house. We're not doing nothing. Let's set up a special committee of 3 or 4 people. Let them sit down and look at this draft and come back to us with their report. So they set up the draft. They set up the people. These people went and did their part of the evaluation. They injected things into the thing. They didn't tell us what they inject. The Providence front page Africa just said, what am I name? Commander Weah said they injected things in the thing. They included all the concerns and they accounted for all the confusion along party lines. They debated it and they came up with a conclusion that one, there were fundamental differences in the draft, and after many said that the differences made by the Senate compelled both chambers to form a conference committee. That means the plenary of the House and the plenary of the Senate. So they were forced to set up a conference committee to submit a joint resolution to both chambers on the draft resolution. One, Commander Weah said no report was ever done. That means the House and Senate did not set up the joint committee that they were supposed to agree to. After the Senate ad hoc committee reviewed it and made their decision, they were supposed to set up a joint conference of both houses so they can sit down and discuss the bill and determine a joint resolution. They didn't do that. So the Senate looked into only the printing of the money. They look into the printing of the money. Let me find my other issues. There were no report. So when they look in that report, they had a confusion between what the lower court, the lower house and the Senate wanted. Because one, he's saying there was no confusion on the signing of the draft to make new money. The problem was Darius Dillon then were arguing that they cannot make new money if they have not resolved the old problem of the printed $4 billion that were printed before and no one has accounted on it. So instead of them focusing on that, on the resolution for the money, they say, well, everybody agreed on the money. The only issue in the Senate was, should we consider the report of the $4 billion before we pass it? And nobody made a conference, nobody said anything about it. So there were 2 different issues facing the Senate coming from Darius Dillon. One was printing the money, which he said, no, they had confusion about it. They just had some issues, they rectified the issues, and they all thought that everybody wanted that money to be passed. But the only thing was holding it up was Darius Dillon. They were having a problem with the government making a report on what happened to the $4 billion they printed first that has not been accounted for. So Commander Weah said, you can't blame us. We did what we were supposed to do. We passed the bill. But for the report, we got to meet on it. That's the one we're talking about, the joint committee of the plenary of one house and the plenary of the other house to sit and finalize this draft, the $4 billion report. Because the government has not made a report. And that was the issue of Darren's dealers, Normally Kanga, and all the people that oppose the printing of the money, printing the money. They put it on a printing of the money. He said, but the conflict was not printing on the money. The conflict was, why didn't the government report on the $4 billion that were taken initially? Now they want to print new money. So there are two issues they face. And they solve the money issue, the printing of the money issue. Now there's parties got to go back and form a joint committee of the plenary from the House and the plenary from the Senate to arrive at a joint resolution or joint decision on how they would deal with George Weah them reporting on the initial $4 billion. So our legislature and Senate confused. They're confused. Now we're talking about pension and sanctions going against George Weah government. There should be sanctions against the whole Republic of Liberia. Not only the government, everybody. And that's why they're putting all of them on individual lists. They got new travel ban lists. They're adding new people on it. And these are the things that are killing us. These are the things that are killing us. When our leaders don't understand how to lead our country. When our leaders are so incompetent, so deceitful, so useless, and so lying into themselves and to God and everything, how can they lead our country in a positive way? Our whole lives are shambles. A shamble of pure BS. Then they say, why, Chesson? I don't hate nobody. That's why I told my friend, I said, go back from 1980 to this very day. I've been writing. I haven't been silent. I'm a prolific writer. I'm the most prolific writer in Liberian society. I have written non-stop from 1980 to this very day. Go check all my readings and writing. You would never see anything about hate in anything I write. I said, but after 50 years, don't you think I'm tired? Don't you think after telling my people over and over and over the same thing, and they keep telling me, no, your pa did this, your mom did it, we're not listening to you, we'll follow the people who did it to us. We'll follow the same people. Don't you think there's a time I got to come to myself and say, no, I can't follow these stupid people. I got to let them go. I got to cut them off. Jesus said, when your left hand offend you, cut it off. I'm offended. I'm offended. After 40 years, all my life going towards educating my people, and my people still tell me, your pa did it and your mom did it. They're not telling me, Rodney Chesson, you did it. But they're telling me, my pa and mom did it. Why am I with these useless people? I have nothing. That's why I told my friend. I said, why am I with y'all? Why would I come to a meeting and y'all have nothing to talk to me about my mom, except my mom and pa did something? What the hell I got to do with that? I told him that. I said, look at Verdier. He came and said the same thing on the Spoon Show with those other idiots. Those other incompetent, political, useless people on that show. They sat down with Councillor Verdier, Jerome Verdier, and he explained to them the same thing I've been going through as a patriot. He said it, and that's why he did not join any political party. And that's the same reason I have not joined political parties. Because our people are ignorant. Our people are greedy. Our people are evil and rogues. And I cannot be a part of that system that I left my country for. I left 1980. I resigned. I left. I was getting free money. I told you I was getting $1,000 a month. When I got everything free to come to America, I left all that thing. I left my house. I left everything. I left everything and left. I didn't want it. I didn't want it. My fathers and my people, they may have gone astray for our Pan-Africanism, our dream to build Liberia. Torba had the dream and that's why they killed him. They eliminated him. And all the people that supported his regime had to die with him. Native and Congo and America. And y'all don't forget that. The Congo government was destroyed, but a lot of indigenous people died protecting it. And y'all, why you forget all the kind of things? And you disrespect your people who were loyalists to the First Republic. All your people who believe in Tubman and Torba, you destroy their legacy. Why? Because of hatred and greed and useless thing. People just want to use this Congo. I told you, the whole while I was in America with Eula and the Castle Lee and the Wetty and all these people, that's the same thing they were doing. The Cooney and all these people playing that native game. Now look at all they talking about dual citizenship and all that kind of thing. When they were leaders of Eula, we told them, and that they told me we're Congo people, that all the people were supporting us, like Lasai and everybody who we supported, he was a Congo stooge. These the same people, the Wetty, the Coney, the Anthony Cassidy, all the people want to be people in Liberia. You think they're sitting there for nothing? No, they're waiting for the chance to be leaders, just how they led. Eula, useless people, stayed in power in Eula for 20 years, and Eula never accomplished nothing but the tribal BS. Now they're talking about dual citizenship for Liberian people. You don't need no dual citizenship. We are Americans. Why we Americans be thinking about building base in Liberia? We don't want no base. So these are the things we suffer in our country. When our indigenous people still want to play on this country Congo hatred to deceive the indigenous people, to continue the hatred and violence among our people, to stay in power, to steal and kill and do ritualistic killing among them. These people you don't like your own native leaders don't like your own native leaders don't care about your own native leaders are the people who want to kill you. Let me take a drink before I come back with my next lesson.
Hello, and welcome to the Pepperbird Magazine. Did you know that the Pepperbird Magazine has been in existence for over 25 years, and we're still going strong? I invite you to take an ad on our internet magazine, which is very, very useful during COVID days. So please, give us a call. We'll come and have a quick chat with you and video you and your business. Look at the number below.
Let me put up my second lesson so we can go on. Liberia, the epicenter of Pan-Africanism. No foreign militaries can set up their forces, their commands, their anything on Liberian soil. And this is what differentiates Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson from all the young, immature advocates in Liberian society today. Listen to Paviki talking about he's the most loving man who loved Liberia. Listen to Costa. He can do anything he wants to do. He's Henry Costa. Listen to all the other useless people in Liberia. These are people, they all care about themselves, about power and money and controlling people. That's not the significance of my country. My country was founded for a purpose, with a goal, an objective, to change our lives and our livelihood. Look at Africa. So colonists, so enslaved black people. My country has been blessed by Jesus Christ not to be occupied by foreign military. We have never had foreign military on our soil. America has been our friends, and during war, we have invited them to use our soil to protect America, Liberia, and the world. So our mission in this world has been greatly based on Christian principles and the desires of Jesus Christ. That's why we came to Liberia and founded that nation on Christian principles. Because we knew our God. We knew the God that has taken us from America and brought us into this darkness called Africa. The people that sold us and tried to kill us, our own people, brought us back to teach them change, to teach them the new ways of the new world. But they're still blind. They're still hateful. They still want to maintain their native society. Like, you think you natives will survive? You can't survive. Your culture cause you to kill each other. Your gods cause you to kill each other for power and money and wealth. You cannot come together with other Congo people. We are the saving grace of Liberian society, and it cannot change. Listen to Prophet Key. Madingo man, Congo man, and Bandi man. You can't trust these people. You can't trust this other man. They are liars. They are calling the whole tribe liars and rogues. And why are we condoning these kind of things in our society? Then we say we want to change. 13,000 people listen to Prophet Key because he's a tribalist. He unites their hatreds and their tribalism and their diversities that do not benefit us. Even Henry Costa, look at he talking about he went to a meeting in America talking about bringing an African command into Liberia. And Liberian girls would be leaving their boyfriend for American men. Do you know what that means, Mr. Idiot? Countries that have military bases of foreign countries do not benefit. Do not benefit. You want to bring foreign country in my country so our women can have bastards? They can have men having children with them and leaving them just the Chinese and the Indians, and we're going to have another group of people just leaving bastards in our country? Our country is a Pan-Africanism. It's the center of Pan-Africanism. It's the center of Negro power and might and strength. And you useless Liberian mulatto children want to take our country and bring foreign bases instead of telling the foreign people, empower our military, empower Attorney Commander Chesson. Let us protect our own region. We will protect West Africa. We will protect that region. Why you got to bring your foreign bases into our country? You think it will benefit Liberian people? What would it benefit us? I serve in foreign bases, on foreign soil, American bases. The whole land will buy for military training. It generates no benefit for the people. All day we're bombing, shooting guns, weapons and things on the land. Is that what we're going to give our land to? Is that the Africans and white people y'all want to bring to our country? And I'm talking about bringing intellects and builders and planters. And you're talking about bringing a military command to protect Africa from who? From Africans? We are the leaders of Africa. Then you bring in a foreign base in my country to protect Africa? Are you stupid? Are you young children idiots? Then when I cuss you, you'll say Chesson evil, Chesson bad, Chesson hit us. But I have no feelings for my country no more because I'm afraid you're going to sell my country. You're going to sell my country. And listen to Verdier, Councillor Verdier. The women are the main people that perpetrate this evil and the lies and the treachery for money, for greed. For greed. And listen to them on TV. Listen to them on Facebook. All of them talking about women and men, sex and this, money, and all of that for money, greed. Our society needs a overhauling. Our women cannot lead us no more. They cannot lead us. They will sell us to the foreign boyfriends, to the foreign men who giving them money. They will sell our country. They are not patriots. I am a patriot. I am a loyalist. I know why my country was founded. To free my race from white enslavement. To free my race from white dominance. To free my race as Jesus Christ wants us to be free. We are Christ's people. We have endured enslavement for so many years because we failed to accept Jesus Christ. It's not about African religion and all the things. African religion is not the religion to conquer the world. It's not. It's not. If it were meant to be that way, we still had the Sangay Empire, Timbuktu. We still have those great empires, or semblance of them. But we don't, they were wiped out. They were wiped out because we have too many gods. We don't know which God to serve. And it hampers our lives because we're choosing gods that we don't want to worship and being deceitful to ourselves instead of saying, I'm a juju man, I will use juju. I ain't going to no Christianity. I prefer my Liberian people say that and turn away from Christianity than saying I'm a Christian. Then going to do juju and trying to deceive yourself, saying you're deceiving Jesus Christ. You cannot do that. You're inviting people in your lives that if you don't want, you don't need to. Nobody forcing you to be Christian. Yes, that were the olden days. Yes, we still have Christian pastors and everything, but some of those pastors are for money. They are for sex. They are for greed. They bring their juju gods into our Christian church and make us do things that are relevant to their gods instead of Jesus Christ. And that's how our churches are being destroyed. You hear people telling their women to take off their clothes and all the things in church, to let the pastor have sex with them, to do all the kind of things. Those are traditional African religions. And we're bringing them into the churches of Jesus Christ. You can't do that. You be destroyed. You be enslaved. Look at Jesus' own people, the Jews. Look how he treated them. Look at how God treated them. Whenever he disobeyed them, he brought foreigners to conquer them, to take over their lands, to sack their cities and take everything. We have been through that more than once. We have been through all the sacking and the violence and the killing of each other And it's still going on because we are still disobedient. We are still disobedient to the teachings of the God we claim is our God. Look at how the people are talking how Liberia is so peaceful. All the money changers on the street, changing money, nobody attacking them. Nobody putting them at gunpoint and stealing their money. Liberian people, before they go steal the government money, they go steal money from the people on the street. That's why the corruption so much. Why you think they don't have money sellers in the street in the other countries? Because they get robbed. They don't want to come in there. They got to go to the bank. But if y'all see all these people selling, sitting down, taking hundreds of thousands of money in the street, go divide it, and y'all got them doing it, you people are backwards. Y'all don't know the significance of money. If y'all knew it, there would be no money changers in Liberia. All that money be gone. But you'll sit down there and see all the people counting illegally stolen money that not theirs, and you ain't do nothing to them. But you won't come and get a legal job in our government to steal from the government. I got a problem with that. I got a big problem with that. All the rogues and criminals in the street, you ain't stealing from them. All these people with dollars in their homes, hoarding it, you ain't going to their homes and robbing it. You're coming to our government to rob it like first-class bandits and useless criminals and Koji children. I got a problem with that. All that money in the street every day, you ain't touch it. You won't come touch my government money. Your priorities are screwed up. The rogues and criminals in Liberia, your priorities are ancient. You are dummies. This is the Sonny Boy Smith talking about. Liberia is the only country you see money changer in. You go try that thing in Ghana. Try that thing in South Africa. You think you will get it from there with that money? People hoarding money in their houses. You ain't going to raid those people's houses. Raid it. That's stealing. The hoarding money is against the interests of the Liberian people and the West African Republic of Liberia. That's free money. Go get it. You people armed robbers going around robbing innocent people, hardworking people, and the criminals living among you in the street with barrels of money, talking about the money changer, and that you're not robbing them in the daylight. You're not taking all that money and throwing it out in the street. Let people fight for it. Are you people stupid? That's not unrest. That's not a crime. Study about Jesus Christ and the money changers and what he did to them. He flocked the living daylight out of them. And we got money changers all over Liberia. And you're not taking the money from them. You're not bringing your gangs to attack the people broad daylight and take all their money from them. You're going to steal from the government of the Republic of Liberia. Are you people dummies? All the people sitting in the street with Liberian money, and you don't bother them. You come and change money to them instead of destroying all those things and taking all that money from those people and just throwing the money in the air. Let people fight for it. You got these rogues in Liberia talking about money changer. When you are sick, you face the sickness of life. Let me go to my third topic because these are the things that hamper us. All the criminality before us, we don't take advantage of that. But we form people to go to people's houses and kill their families and children for money. We form group to go to our government to deceive our leaders and steal from the leaders who are rogues themselves. And they're taking our money, stealing it and giving to their relative to go on the street to change money. And y'all know that. And y'all got these people changing money on the street. And you're going in our government offices to steal money. Let me come home. If y'all don't know who to steal from, y'all don't know who to steal from. and you come and put your priorities in the wrong places, I will flog you. That's what promised me. What you think I got police force for? To find criminals. What you think I got CID for? To find criminals. What you think I got NSA for? To find criminals. And you got the criminals selling in the street. You're raid to damn criminals. You'll take the money. You'll bombard them in the daylight. Are you people stupid? We got police. The police can't do their job and you don't steal. We got security forces. They're plenty in Liberia. They're not working. And you got these justice, these ministers stealing our money and giving it to their relatives to sit in the street and sell, and you see it, and you dummies walking around to steal Liberian money. I will flog you. Your priorities are screwed up. Our police and CID are lazy. They have no work to do because all of you want to steal from government. And when they're stealing from government, you're stealing from government. Nobody can check on each other. All the rogues in the street, and you people stealing from our government. You believe that? Why you think our country is so corrupt? All the criminals are in the street. And all the robbers are serving in our government. And you people talking about money changers in the street. That's why I go to Liberia. I see all the people sitting there with all this money. I say, are Liberian people stupid? Are Liberian people stupid? I will raid every one of those people. It's unlawful. It's against the law. It's against public policy. It's against everything. You go rob the people. That free money. The people holding our money. And when they catch you, say, Tony Commander, Galpohkpa Chesson give you the command. Aluta. Continue. After 1 hour, let me get into my last lesson right now. I ain't gonna waste no time. I ain't gonna waste no time. Okay, my last lesson basically is all about things I've been talking about, man. I've been talking about so many things. I spend my hour on this thing. But I ain't going to take up no time with no third lesson because I think the 2 lessons cover everything I wanted to speak about. But we got to be men and women in our country, man. We can't be docile, pacified, lied to, and we keep sitting there walking around begging for food and all the criminal activities right in front of us by the government official, and you're leaving it. You don't know how rich you could be with all that money in the street, and you're still sitting there, you're listening to me, you ain't going to rob the people right now. I'm not teaching you to commit crime. I'm not teaching you to commit anything that the government officials are not doing to you. And you know those money sellers in the street, they're not honest people. You know it. So why you got yourself suffering? And these money changers all over the country. And you're seeing all the money and going home hungry. Are you people stupid? The time of the Liberian people is now. Attorney Commander Galpohkpa Chesson leads sensible and wise people. We can't suffer while the masses of the few deceive us, lie to us, steal from us, then portray all their wealth in front of us. Are you dummies? Do you people like money or you're just dumb? You can't see free money in the street and go take it. You won't go rob the bank. You won't go rob people home and kill innocent people. That's uselessness. Put on your mask and carry on. Justice, as justice is carried on among our leaders and people. Aluta! Continue. Don't say Attorney Commander Chesson didn't guide you and steer you the right way. The time of the Liberian people is now.